You may have found yourself wanting to be healthier, wanting to access a greater level of health and vitality, and just overwhelmed by where do I start? How do I begin that process? How do I create a healthier version of myself? And what I always encourage people to do is, as odd as it sounds, is literally just get started. And so it doesn't have to be complicated. What I find is most people overcomplicate the process, and so they never begin the process. And so instead of getting overwhelmed or overcomplicating the process, just start doing something. It's like, hey, I'm just going to start walking 20 minutes a day. Put it in your calendar and just go for a walk. And what you'll find is if you just pick one thing to do and you start doing it, it's going to lead to a second thing, and it'll lead to a third thing, and it'll lead to a fourth thing. And it's these little micro actions that ultimately compound over time and will create extraordinary health. But the reality is, in order to get to the destination called extraordinary health or vitality, is we just have to begin the journey. We have to begin the process. And so the best way to do that is just pick something. Hey, I'm going to drink half my body weight in ounces of water every single day, and just focus on just doing that one thing, drinking the water every single day. And what you'll notice is just by putting your attention on that one thing, it's going to lead to, oh, maybe I could eat some more vegetables, or I could start walking 20 minutes a day in addition to drinking the water. And it's like, just add one new thing every month or one new thing every other month. And before you know it, over the course of a year, you've completely redefined your health journey and essentially what that looks like. And then the other component that people run into sometimes is it's like, okay, I picked my one thing, but I just can't get started. Like I said, I'm going to walk every day and I'm just not doing it. And so in this case, we've got to start looking at getting motivation. We got to figure out how to motivate ourselves, how to get leverage on ourselves, how do we influence ourselves? And that's where the inner training game comes in. We've got to learn how to access our emotions. What is it that's keeping us from getting out the door and going for the walk? And then how do we train the mind to work on our behalf so that it's not like we have to force of will ourselves to do something, but rather we relate to going on a walk like, oh my God, I can't wait to do this. I get to do this. And that all has to do with brain training, with training the mechanisms in the mind to essentially work on your behalf and getting your nervous system to buy into the process. As I always say, train, align, and rewire your emotion, your thought strategy, your nervous system so that it leverages you to want to go walk. You're influencing yourself and training your unconscious self to want to walk on your behalf. And now all of a sudden, you're not having to try to get yourself to do something and then caught in that destructive process of feeling bad because you're not doing it. Instead, we're going to start with like, I'm going to take 5 minutes a day, and instead of going on the walk, I'm going to train my emotions and I'm going to train my thought strategy. I'm going to manage my nervous system so that all of a sudden I'm able to get myself to take the action. And so sometimes the first action is training yourself to take the action, which obviously you can do inside your membership and all the things in which we offer.